Okay, so now I've worked my scallop trim all the way around my inner edge. I'm now going to work scallop trim all the way around my outer edge. You have the option here whether to slip stitch all the way around this edge. I would try it on and see if you feel it needs it. The person that I'm making it for feels it's tight enough as it is and probably could do with a little bit more stretch, so I'm not going to slip stitch around this edge. But if you are going to, you'll sort of roughly find the centre. How many groups have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 groups. So I would start there in between 4 groups on that side and 4 groups on that side. So I'd find the centre and you're going to attach your yarn into this space here and you're going to slip stitch across all the foundation double crochet stitches. Work 4 slip stitches across the side of these stitches here at the corner and then slip stitch 1 stitch into the top of each treble all the way around the strap till we get back to the start. 4 slip stitches across the edge of these stitches here and then 1 slip stitch into each foundation double crochet until you get back to where you started, and then you can start your scallop trim. So I'm just going to join in here and start my scallop trim. So I'm going to attach my yarn into a stitch to the left of a stitch holding a 3 treble group. So I haven't done any slip stitches around here, but if you need to, just work those first and then we're going to work over them exactly as you did for the inner edge. So we're now going to, let me just zoom you in, we're now going to work scallops into the top of each of the stitches holding 3 treble groups. So go into there and work 4 half trebles or 4 half double crochets and then slip stitch into the next stitch. So because I've not got any slip stitches, I'm just going into the top of the foundation double crochet. If you've got slip stitches, just go over it, and then you're going to make the next scallop into the top of the next stitch holding the next 3 treble group. So there, and then you're going to slip stitch into there. Oops. And you're going to continue that all the way to the corner. So I've worked my last scallop across the underarm, and now I've got to cover this distance of these 2 raglan groups. I'm at the corner before I start going around the strap. So I'm going to work 1 scallop across here. If I'd done the slip stitches, I would have 4 slip stitches here to work my scallop into, but I don't have any. So what I'm going to do is work the centre of my scallop, miss this treble here and work it into the space in the centre of that 2 treble group. So I'm going to work 4 half trebles into that space, and this is the same whether you're doing view A or view B vest. And then I'm going to slip stitch into the top of this raglan group, which is there, so the top of that 2 treble stitch. And now I'm ready to start my next scallop here, and this is exactly the same as how you did the scallops across the hem. So you're just going to work your 4 half trebles into the centre stitch of the 3 treble groups, so into there, and then slip stitch to the last stitch of the 3 treble group. So you can see I've got a scallop at my corner and scallops across my underarms. Then you're going to 4 half treble into there, slip stitch into there, 4 half treble into there, slip stitch into there, and your scallops will be slightly offset from the ones on the other side because these ones start here, these ones will be, the centre of them will be here. So just work those scallops all the way around your strap until you get to this point on the other side and do the exact same thing. So I've been all around that outside edge and I've gone back across the underarm and worked my last scallop, and I'm just going to slip stitch into the same place where I joined my yarn at the start, and then I'm going to fasten off and do the exact same thing on the other underarm. So that's what it should look like. So you've got the scallop going across that raglan group there, and then scallops going into your 3 treble groups all the way around the outside, and scallops going across your underarm in the centre of the 3 treble groups.